Anyway, guys. Okay. So it's your boy Velocity. What the hell is this thing doing? And I'm gonna show you how fucked up my controller is. For one, I don't recommend using wireless controllers. But so here you go. You have my fancy stuff right here. The blood red, see-through blood red, and the thumbsticks. I was gonna put blackout buttons here for the A, B, X, and Y, and the same with the guide button, and then put white start and select buttons. Keep this black, the D-pad, and then the bumpers and triggers. The bumpers are gonna be white and then red, or no, black and then red. Red triggers and black, just black bumpers. But then this part in the middle right here would be red. Now, it might look all good, but if you look really closely, you can see that I shaved around. You can see it's like a little bit wider and open. And that is from me taking apart the controller and taking a scissor, and I went around like 20 times, even though a lot of people said only do 10. But I wanted to make it extra wide to have no slow. So it is no slow, because I tested it with my controller doctor, and I tested it in game and everything in a custom game on Halo. Before I fucked it up even more, like it was already no slow, but then I tried to make it a little bit more wider because it was still a little bit slow turn, at least in the walk right here. As some people, when you walk around. The aim though is pretty good, but a little bit more what do you call it? Wider, then it would be good. So, so I decided to do that, and I guess I was over at my stepbrother's house for his birthday, and I decided to take it apart, and I didn't want to have sheddings like in his nice house and shit, so I went outside, and it was like cold and a little bit moist in the air. So yeah, I think that got to it, because when I went back in to test it again to make sure it was even more no slow, so it was totally fixed, all 100%, like going up, down, left, right. Even like if you sweep from the down, sweep to the right, sweep to the up to the up, so basically if you sweep it and stuff, like it's all no slow in every single direction possible, but the thing doesn't work. My thumbsticks, like, they click and stuff. I can click stuff. I can use the bumpers, do that, hit the buttons, blah blah blah. But this, I went into a game of Rainbow Six Vegas, and my guy just like spun around circles from the walk button, and I could still aim with this, but now they don't work. Period. If I go into parties, like if I get into Xbox Live parties, I don't know. So. But yeah, so I fucked it up. And then it's almost modded. Here's the start button. Now watch this. Yeah. That's pro, right? So, I'll turn my Xbox on. Anyway, so I don't even have to press the guide button. Usually you have to press the guide button to start it. So yeah. So luckily it's a wired version, or I mean a wireless version, and I'm gonna get a wired controller. But so yeah. So I guess I can mess around with this in the meantime, buy some parts, fuck around with it and get the cosmetic, the way I want my controller to look, with cosmetics and shit, like, you know, just the colors and all that down and shit for, my wired. So yeah, so this attempt, it was no slow, but then something happened. I think I touched the circuit board or something, and, yeah, it doesn't work anymore. But who cares? Like, nobody cares about wireless controllers in the competitive, gaming scene. So yeah. So, I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you like this, give it a thumbs up, man, if you, if you even like what I did with this controller. Like, black and red, you can't go wrong with that, right? Oh, and, I'm gonna make another video probably in a little bit. Or, well, not a little bit. Well, maybe. I'll probably be making another video soon talking about different ways to hold the controller. Like, here's one. Here's the default. This is how I usually hold it. But sometimes I hold it like this. And then there's people that do the claw. And I don't know, I'm going to just explain all of that in another video. I'm going to use a regular, oh, let me pick it up. I'm going to use this controller. I highly recommend you guys do not use this controller. This controller is garbage. It's an Afterglow AX1. It's a third party, only comes in wired, because Microsoft doesn't like people copying their wireless technology here. But yeah, so, but I'm going to use this to show you how to BXR in Halo, Reach and Halo 3. And even some Halo 2, if I can capture some footage of that. So, and I'll show you some tips and tricks to pwn your friends when you play LAN or even online. So, but I'm going to be using this shitty controller. The only thing I have wrong with this controller, it is a good controller for 25 bucks or something like that. But the only thing I have wrong is the thumbsticks all fuck up easily. Where, especially in Gears of War, you'll look up and stuff. And, you know, and then the input jack is very cheap. My, Turtle Beaches don't like it. It makes a buzzing noise every time I plug it in. And it's only this controller. It doesn't work with the, you know, the Microsoft brand. So, but yeah, so, give it a thumbs up if you like this controller. Maybe, I don't know, I'll hopefully have a better, I don't know. I fucking hate it, though, how I fucked up. Like, you can see, like, really quickly, if I can show you. Hey, so, I don't know if you can see it that well, but just to show you how wide it is, that little gap right here, right on my tip of my finger, see that gap? That gap is actually, I could put like a little flathead screwdriver right in between that and go, I can basically go into the controller. So there's a little gap, you really can't see it. I'm trying to, yeah, see that little gap right there? That gap right there. So that's how, you know, and, you know, dust can get into it though, but it's no big deal. As long as the joysticks are freely moving, that's what makes the no slow. It always has to do, it has to do with the casing, not the thumbsticks themselves can fuck up and, you know, you have to replace them. But yeah. But anyway, so like this video, I'm running out of time. So, like it, and, have a good day.